Welcome to Business Reporter's Future of Sustainable Packaging campaign. I'm Melanie Ralph. Unboxing a new mobile phone, opening a fancy bottle of cologne or unwrapping a gift makes for a little thrill for everyone. This excitement is the first intimate customer experience with a brand, and it has to be perfect. What do customers expect from great packaging? Looking good and keeping the contents safe are the traditional requirements, but packaging sustainability is becoming increasingly important to customers. So most manufacturers are looking for a solution that they can tune their branding guidelines, that they can trust to protect its products, and that is affordable in large volumes. It's easier said than done. Understanding and implementing a new technology can often feel dauntingly complex, and C-level executives tend to procrastinate over such wholesale changes. Can the introduction of sustainable packaging be fast, easy and reliable? Can it become something that supports brand design instead of a burden? Sustainable packaging developer and manufacturer Ripax believes the innovation has eliminated all obstacles and compromises. We've invited Alvin Lim, CEO, to find out more about technologies that can guarantee a green and healthy future. Gentlemen, thank you very much for being here today. Consumers these days expect sustainable packaging, and they often vote with their wallets, so the financial incentive is definitely there. So why are organisations not turning to this?
Most corporations have cost in their minds when they do not make that change into sustainable packaging. In the past 10 years, sustainable packaging used to be as much as 50% more expensive than traditional packaging. However, technologies and efficiencies in manufacturing have improved a lot. And right now we're looking at single-digit differences. Another key factor, which is government regulations and tariffs, like the plastic tax in Europe. And now you're looking at sustainable packaging being almost like for like to traditional packaging. So one factor that now should no longer be a factor is cost.
Okay, so let's imagine I'm the CEO of a cosmetics company and my shareholders and boardroom have asked us to turn to sustainable packaging. What are the 3 to 5 main questions we should be asking?
One of the most important questions is, does the company have a track record of executing upon their clients' green goals with the relevant green certifications? The second would be, can they support seamless conversion to sustainable solutions that still support corporate branding? Finally, and most importantly, do they have a focus on design innovation and R&D so that they can look at sustainability in the long run?
What exactly is the Ripax solution?
The Ripax solution is about seamlessly working with our clients to convert their packaging from plastics to sustainable solutions. We take it every step of the way, from initial concept design, consulting, to prototype development, drop testing to make sure that the product is actually viable when it goes to mass production, setting up lines, and then ultimately going to mass production, quality control. In our integrated solution, we even work with our clients to do things like kitting. The next step is smart packaging, where we're looking to get rid of instruction manuals, further reducing the carbon footprint of products that we create for our clients.
We've talked about the cosmetics industry, but what about electronics? Because electronic devices obviously need a lot of protection from the external environment.
Allow me to bring your attention to this electronics product over here. I will split my answer into 3 parts. So firstly, material, second, design, and also our quality aspects. So if you look at this material, this comes in black color, but it's actually a combination of bamboo and bagasse. We choose this material mix because of its good shock absorbing properties and also their good mechanical strengths. All these products, before they are being formed through our tooling, it actually comes in raw material that has to undergo a series of stringent tests for their dirt and debris level. So after they are being processed, they comes out as the tray as you see here. So In terms of dusting, how we mitigate it is through process optimization. So we can make it very strong by doing some process tweaking during the manufacturing. And the other way is like what you can see here, there's a thin layer of coating over here. So this will protect the surface of the product from surface damage and abuse. So in terms of design, in order to create a structurally strong design, we have to work closely with our clients. So this is actually complemented by our computer-aided engineering software within our facilities. We measure its peak stress and then we reinforce the product where they should be. So this creates a aesthetically pleasing and also functioning product. Last but not least, we are always big on quality aspects. All our operators are properly trained before they are allowed to be on the line itself. So this ensures whatever products leaving our factories are free of defects and also of the highest quality standards.
You mentioned aesthetics there. Some companies may be worried that if they change their packaging, it could affect their brand. Can you demonstrate some more designs that can be achieved through sustainable packaging?
We are able to create everything to be as nice and as premium finish as this cosmetic product over here. What you can see is that this comes in pure white color, and it can actually achieve smooth draft angles and sharp corners. Last but not least, the surfaces are so premium such that we can directly print and do embossing on the side to create a 3D look. Anything can be printed onto our molded fiber directly without the need for any secondary processes. All right, last but not least, apart from our white color, we can actually produce other colors such as this black color over here. We can just add any specific colors to the client's requirements to match the brand color as they have requested.
What other innovations have you got?
The other innovation, as Alvin has just now mentioned, with the digitalization era, we actually come up with a smart packaging product like this. So this is being done in collaboration with E Ink. This product is actually meant for pharmaceutical industry. These E Ink displays actually can interact with personal devices so that key materials and key information can be directly displayed on this display. So this enhances patient adherence. And lastly, this is also big on sustainability. By taking away manual and having some of the information directly embedded into these displays, we can actually reduce the total footprint of the entire box. So this is more sustainable in a way.
Looking ahead to the future, how optimistic are we about the sustainable packaging industry?
We're definitely optimistic. The first is that a lot of corporate clients are now getting very aware of the issues facing the environment. So they're making positive steps in that direction. And consumers are also pushing extremely hard with social media as well as voting with their wallets. And most importantly, governments are actually enforcing regulation. RIPEX, we very, very strongly believe that there is a greener future together.
Gentlemen, thank you very much for being here today.